How are you lovely people doing today? My name is John. Welcome to another beautiful episode of the Zombie Storyline Q&A. In this series, I take your questions about the zombie storyline and I answer them. Whether it be a big, a small, or a simple question, I'm more than happy to answer it. So please do go ahead, leave your questions down below. Maybe I'll see it and maybe I'll answer it. You may even be in the next episode. If you want, like always, there are two ways you can submit your questions. The first way, leave them down in the comments below. I go through all of the comments and I guarantee your question will get seen. Another thing you could do is tweet me at JohnnyJ25. I'm always on Twitter. It's really one of the best ways to get in touch with me. So go ahead, leave them down in the comments below or tweet me at JohnnyJ25. Now, if you're watching this video not long after it came out, then I am currently in Germany, which means this episode was pre-recorded. So rather than your questions be used in the next episode, they will be used in the future episodes once I return from Germany. And if you'd like to see what I'm up to while I'm traveling through Germany, please go check out my second channel down below where I'm going to try to do daily vlogs. And then, of course, as you guys have seen on this channel, I'm going to be uploading some bigger vlogs, travel vlogs, and hopefully you guys are enjoying them. I figured I'd keep you up to date with what I'm doing. Now, this is going to be a quickie episode, which means rather than take multiple questions and answer them, what I do is I take one question and I try to explore it and answer it as in-depth as possible. So without further ado, let's begin. So we're going to kick off this episode with a question from Emerald Gaming, who asks, what if Broken Arrow is the company card on the Zombies poster for Black Ops 3? If you've been living under a rock and you have no idea what poster he's referring to this poster. More specifically, he'd like to discuss the card on the poster. Now, you'll see this logo in the middle. We're not really sure what it means, what we can draw from it, but there are a couple of interesting things to note. First off, we have what looks like an eye inside a triangle, quite possibly the Illuminati. Another thing is that it almost looks like a hand or a claw, maybe a zombie claw, but of course this is just speculation based on what it looks like. It's hard to say for sure. The only idea we have of information relating to this poster comes from a series of leaks that happened on the Black Ops 3 subreddit a month and a half ago. And what we learned from these leaks was that within the Black Ops 3 zombie storyline, there's going to be a company working with Element 115. We don't know this company's name, but apparently they believe that zombification, in a way, is the next step of human evolution, and they would like to create this outlandish project to make humans immortal. The government, of course, does not sign on to this project, and they think it is very crazy, so this company has to do things privately. They have to go to the private sector to get funding for these projects. That's what we know about this company so far based on the leaks. Assuming these leaks are true, they might end up being false, and we're gonna have to wait and see, but so far they seem relatively reputable. Of course, this always begs the question, who is this company? And many people try to fill in this question by saying Broken Arrow. The thing is, we don't exactly have proof that it's Broken Arrow. We know nothing about Broken Arrow. And of course, just because we doesn't know nothing, doesn't mean they can't be involved, but from what we understand, this is a whole new story. Maybe a whole new set of characters, a whole new set of companies that we're working with. It's hard to say for sure. We do know, though, that Broken Arrow did work with Element 115, and they possibly had a hand in the outbreak. Take a look at this quote from DieRise. Listen.
Redcon 5, this is Saber 1-0. Our sweep failed to find any evidence of survivors on site. Broken Arrow is not viable for new FOV. That's a negative, sir. Records appear to have been destroyed in a fire prior to the facility being overrun. Sir, we believe staff may have been trying to destroy evidence implicating them in the outbreak.
So clearly they were hiding something, and maybe what actually happens in the Black Ops 3 zombie storyline is that we're in an alternate universe, and in this alternate universe, the outbreak doesn't happen like we think it does. The rockets don't crash into the Earth. What actually happens is Broken Arrow continues their research with zombies and Element 115 and creating immortality. And maybe, eventually something goes wrong and this creates the outbreak. And that card that we've been seeing was actually the Broken Arrow logo. Now, like I said, there is no proof to back this. This is just complete speculation based on what people are suggesting. We have these leaks. A lot of people are suggesting, with no proof, that Broken Arrow is the company that's being mentioned in these leaks. They're putting 2 and 2 together, they're getting 4, and this is where we're getting this idea that maybe Broken Arrow is the company that we'll be working with / fighting against / who knows in Black Ops 3 Zombies. It's hard to say for sure. Game doesn't come out for another like 5 or 6 months, and we're just gonna have to wait and see. Either way, it doesn't matter specifically who this company is, it's just the fact that this company exists that's important. It could be called John's Rainbow Emporium, and it would still mean the same thing to the story. So whether or not it's Broken Arrow doesn't really matter too much because it's in an entirely different universe. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this week's episode of the Zombie Storyline Q&A. If you enjoyed the video, maybe give it a like, possibly subscribe. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and once I return to America, I will be using your questions in future episodes. And of course, I always go through every video's comments and pick out the best questions and save them for future episodes. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Be sure to check out my second channel if you'd like to see what I'm up to in Germany, and bye.